So we originally heard about this. I'm not even sure how I heard about this, but we heard about it in September, and they had a bidders conference, which was kind of a 2-day conference in Reno, and it was very comprehensive. It was everything that you needed to know about the races and the logistics and everything. So I went out for that, went back to the airport board and said, is this something we want to submit an application for? And the board said yes. So we submitted an application and we got invited to go out to the air races this year in Reno, which we did, and we had an opportunity to submit some supplemental information. So they have thousands of pages of information that we've provided them, and of course that led to the 6 candidates. So Casper, Pueblo, Colorado; Roswell, New Mexico; Wendover, Utah; Thermal, California. Did I miss one?
It's a big deal.
Yes. I'm sorry, I blew that question.
You didn't, but 60 years of this race.
Yes. So that next year would be the 60th anniversary of the first races in Reno. So they're going to not do races next year. They're going to do a air show and a big celebration for celebrating the history and all those years in Reno, and then the next year, in 2025, they would start the racing in the new location.
Huge.
Yes. Yeah, it's a big deal. So they have attendance is about 69,000 people a year, and about 75% of those people come from out of the area for Reno. So it's a big draw. It's a very large, they estimate, based upon some economic impact studies that they've had done, about $100 million worth of economic impact every year. So from the businesses and sales tax and lodging taxes and sales of merchandise and people flying in and the money that they spend here, it would be a significant event. That we're hoping that we will know about the first quarter of next year is when we expect them to make the final decision.
Truly, what were they really looking for?
Well, there's a few things that you have to do this. You have to have the land available for the racing. So I mean, if you don't have that, it's a non-starter. And then it's a big event. You have to have space for grandstands, and they have static display airplanes. They have military aircraft. They have the pit area for the aircraft. They need some storage inside. They do a big banquet at the end for awards. So parking, you need to have parking availability and RVs and things like that. So fortunately, because we're an Army Air Base, or former Army Air Base, we have 5,150 acres of land. So we can check off the box for the land that they need for the racing, and we can check off the box for what they need to support the people who are coming in. The other portion is the community and hotel rooms and availability and what they have available. And we know this is not an event that's just a Casper, Natrona County event. We know that the hotels in Buffalo and Douglas and camping and RV spaces, in those immediate beaches, are going to be utilized. We can see that they're going to have people that could be flying into, Riverton and Sheridan and Gillette and other cities here. We've talked to the airlines about bringing in bigger airplanes to be able to facilitate more people coming in and out of Casper. So it's not just a Casper or a Natrona County event and impact. It really is something that's going to have a big impact for the state. Plus, besides that $100 million of economic impact, this past year, I think they had 240 credentialed media people. This gets national and international coverage. This is covered, I think Fox Sports actually televises the races. So the exposure beyond just the people that are here, the exposure for the state, for the community, nationwide and international, is huge.
And nice of you to fly in some entertainment for them, for their committee.
We told them that they have to tell all the other communities they go to that Casper heard about this and brought Styx in specifically to be able to perform for them at the event center.
Well, thanks goodness it was a great night of entertainment.
It was. The Styx concert was great. The the Forward Wyoming Center was tremendous to work with us, as well as everybody that we work with, all the people that that showed up at for dinner and expressed their support. Senator Driscoll from Senate President, and Tom Walters, our representative. We have representatives from Lummis and Hageman and Barrasso and the governor's office. It was a tremendous showing of support for the community and for the state.
Do we really have a shot at this?
Yeah, I think we have a very good shot at
This would be huge.
It would be. I think, based upon, what they're looking for, and, every time we have interactions, we know a little bit more about what they're looking for and what we can provide for them to show them that. There is actually something, they were looking for some office space, and they have merchandise. They sell merchandise. We have space. We were trying to figure out what to do with office space, and just thought this morning of some space that could work for both merchandise sales and office space for them. So as we're going along, we're kind of refining what we can do for them, and they're refining kind of what they're looking for and how it fits in with what we're doing here.
And good luck on this.
Thank you.